We're live. Yee-hoo! We're live! I'm alive! Right, we've got to be quiet now. I got the brats behind me having ice cream. I'm going to now go through each person with you and tell them, yes, we're live. We have Catherine Dupuis going live. No, I'm doing this now. Yeah, yes, my lovely boy. Okay. Right, so I'd rather you went upstairs. We're live. This is Rose Finney. We've got Livy. And bit by bit, we're live. Livy. I'm telling everyone. Heaven Allen. So we've got Elvis Presley. I'm just going to go through them all. So in case you're new to this channel, we are called Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. How many of you are asleep? A lot of you have fallen asleep, haven't you? We're live. Then we've got Catherine. We got Diana D. Williams. I'm just telling you all, we're live. We are live. Then we've got Deborah Diggs. We are live. Then we've got Lorraine Chappell. We are live. Amy, we're live. I'll just tell her. Hey, Amy's one of our newest members. Colleen. I'm going through this with you guys. Colleen, we're live. Let's have a look. Who else we got? Shauna, come on. Let's tell Shauna. Why not? We're going to tell everyone. Philomena, we're live. Who else can we tell? Michelle, let's have a look. Is that the right one? Ooh, no, that's someone else. So we've got, we're live. Who else? Come on, let's go. Rhonda, let's tell Rhonda we're live. We'll just tell everyone. Okay, guys. I think we've got everyone on here. Now, I did want to go through the members quickly. I want to just very quickly mention the members because you guys know I want members. So let's go. I'm just going to give you the most recent ones so that I don't want to spend too much time on it. So we've got Nicolette Forkas, Shirley Jory, James McCarthy, Diana D. Williams, Elvis Girl 1977, Kathleen Carson Sketches, which is Elizabeth, Patricia Wingard, which is Pat, and Jane Elvis Presley. Thanks, guys. Linda, hi. We're a bit early, so we're going to wait for a few people to come on. We're on the new laptop, so hopefully that's going to be okay. Okay. Got some water. I just had a big load of dinner. I had some spaghetti, just the meat. I had some lamb ribs and a couple of pork loins. But I do find when I have a lot of meat, it does dry me a bit, so I need water. I did have some grapes as well. Right. We were going to discuss girlfriends. So I was going to learn as we go. I have found a video. So I'm going to write Elvis girlfriends. Now, I don't know if you watched, let me just type it in. I'm not sure if you watched the dog walk. I only got for 5 minutes, the last two lives, so glad to catch this one. Oh, that's good, Linda. Well done. So I wanted to, let's just read this bit. Other women whom Elvis Presley dated included Dottie Harmony, Pat Sheehan, Pat Mowry, and Yvonne Lime. I don't know those names. Of June Juniker, we know, recalls the time when she stood up to Elvis in front of his band of hanger-oners who even then were beginning to accompany him everywhere. I'm going to look up some of these names. So do any of you guys, hi Diana, we're doing girlfriends. And wouldn't it be nice? Hi Joy, how are you, Joy? We're having chicken, cordon bleu and asparagus. Very good. That sounds keto to me. So Joy, are you keto now, or is that just what you're having tonight? It does sound nice. It sounds very nice. My wife would enjoy that. I'm going to look at Dottie Harmony. Right. Dottie Harmony. Dottie Harmony. I don't know that name. Do any of you know Dottie Harmony? Am I spelling it right? If I add the name Elvis after, we'll see if it comes up. Dottie Harmony goes back in time. Right, let's have a look. Rare footage of Dottie Harmony. Let's see if we get a bit of internet. No, but I watched my weight. I lost 85 pounds in 15 years ago, and I've kept it off. Well done, Joy. I stay slim. Let me just open this. Hang on. Whoa. All right, that's not. Sorry, I lost weight by doing the keto diet and fasting every day. Let's have a look. So Dottie. Right, let's just see. Dottie, rare Elvis of Dottie. Who is Dottie Harmony? It's not Anita Wood, is it? No, it can't be. No, she looks just like Anita Wood. Right, let's have a look. So this seems to be her. Let's have a look. Let's see if it shows her. Come on, where are you, Dottie? Joy, like first girlfriend of projects broke up with Elvis. Right, I'm just on lives. Come on, you said. Let's have a look. Come on, let's have a look. Can you shut that door, please? Thank you. Right, so I think this is her here. Do any of you guys know about Dottie Harmony? Right, let's have a look. She sounds a bit dotty to me, mate. Let's have a look. We'll get some pictures up, yeah? Not very clear. I've actually ordered a new camera that can focus. It's coming in a few days. Might even come tomorrow. It looks just like Anita Wood, doesn't it? But it's not. It's Dottie Harmony, guys. I'm gonna go. Let's do another picture. I will. What I'll do is I'm gonna Google it. How did Elvis meet Dottie Harmony? Now I do remember that Elvis did go through a bit of a blonde bombshell phase. I think he even met Marilyn Monroe once, didn't he? So it's 1956, I think. I know about Dixie Lock, but it's definitely not her. Oh, this is a nice picture. Right, and this is crystal clear. I quite fancy her myself. What do you reckon, Laura? Her name is Dottie Harmony. My wife's behind me. Dottie Harmony. Ex-wife, yeah. My ex-wife's behind me because she knows that I love Dottie. Dottie! Right, so let's see if we can. Let's try and get a bit of a. Oh, there's a right up here, but I don't know if right, let's have a look. There's a right up here. I'm going to try and read it. It has been shrunk a bit. So this is the picture. Let's see if I can blow it up. Right, the references. All right, so our actual name is Dorothy. So Dottie must be I don't think he should get married now. I would never be fair to his fans. Right, Elvis. Right, Elvis speaks to her. Right, Elvis speaks to her about marriage. Elvis doesn't discuss his marital plans or things like that. Dottie replied, I don't think he should get married now. He's at the peak of his career and it wouldn't be fair to his fans. Now, remember, this is 1956. Besides, he's scheduled to enter the army. Well, that gives you an idea, yeah? When Elvis reported for his pre-induction tests on January the 4th, he took Dottie with him, but left her in his cream-colored Cadillac, rubbing his head along his arms as they parted. Later, she went inside the induction center. Right, oh my God. I've been getting my facts wrong for so long. I've always thought it was Anita Wood that walked him in when he was inducted in the army in 50. I need to know. Tell me when he was inducted. Do you know what? It's gone out of my head. Did any of you realize it was Dottie that took him in when he was inducted into the army? Let's just check your messages. Hi, Philomena. Hi, Francis. Cheryl. Linda. Let's make sure I've got all the names. Joy. Natalie. Hi, Natalie. How are we going? It's funny. Everyone thinks it's Natalie Wood. Cheryl, you're having a fun, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Do you know what? You learn something new every day. I've been saying for over a month, that Anita Wood took Elvis into the induction, and it wasn't. It was Dottie. So let's just read it. Their happy holiday came to an end when Dottie flew to Hollywood, where Paramount wished to screen test her for part of an Elvis new picture. Well, I always thought that was Anita Wood. I'm confused, guys. Wasn't it Anita Wood that was offered a contract by Paramount? I'm confused, guys. Right, let's have a look. What the outcome of their close relationship will be, only time will tell, but Elvis is unmistakably fond of her. When he learned that Dottie refused to accept £2,500 from a fan magazine for an article describing their first date, he rewarded her with a miniature poodle named Gallant Lady. I'm confused. I am confused. I'm actually taken aback. Right, Lorna, are you also Lorna? Let's have a look. I think Lorna's just messaged me. Lorna, we are live. Lorna, are you on? Let's have a look. No, what? Let's have a look. Someone just messaged. So I think. Hi, Amy. Hi. How are we going? Right, I'm just trying to get everyone on. So we have Lorna, who's a new. She just messaged me. Now let's tell Lorna that we're on. We'll go to our Facebook. Let's get onto chats. And let's tell Lorna. Lorna, we're on. Lorna, we're on. Okay, right. So I still want to carry on this topic about Dottie. Right, let me just read. Please, guys, let me know more about Dottie. I think he met her in 1956. Let's have a look. In case you've just joined us, we're just going through girlfriends and we're just being quite sporadic and learning what we can. Anita was there with the family on a totally different day. That makes sense. The day he got on the bus to actually leave for the service. Right, got ya. That adds up. Right, okay. I still want to Google it. Now let's get her proper name. Her proper name is Dorothy Harmony, and I'm pretty sure it's 1956. So let's just type in, how did Dorothy get over the rainbow? How did Dorothy Harmony meet Elvis. Come on, let's see what comes up. Right, here we go. Yes, this will do it. This will do it. It's from the Malibu Times. Now, there's a picture. Right, let me just... Is that her? It is her, isn't it? I know it's a bit blurry, guys, but... Yes, Joy's got it. Dottie and Elvis celebrated Christmas. I remember these pictures. I don't think it was great romance, but who knows? She spent 2 weeks at 1034 Audubon Drive. Suddenly, you lot are all finding out. Are you like Googling or something? Are you like Dorothy, Dottie? I think that's what's going on here. Right, let's just have a little read about her. Dorothy Marianne Harmony Colbert, beloved wife, mother, grandmother, and performer, passed away on 4th of April 2023 at the age of 90. 90! She must have been on the keto diet, guys. She must have been on carnivore to live to 90. Her life proved to be as close to a storybook adventure as one could get. Let's just read it. It's interesting. She was born in Greenpoint, Brooklyn in 1933 and attended the High School of Performing Arts. After graduation, Dottie, as she is known, not Dorothy, traveled to Florida where she performed with the June Taylor Dancers and then on to Las Vegas where she shared the stage on some of the biggest names in entertainment industry. During that time, she dated Elvis Presley, the period she cherished throughout her life. Right. Okay. So I like the fact that they just said that, the period she cherished throughout her life, but then it jumps forward. Okay. So in 1960, she relocated to Los Angeles, where she met and married the love of her life, Robert Colbert, known for his work on the Time Tunnel. Oh, I like the Time Tunnel. Do we remember the Time Tunnel, guys? Brilliant. Loved it. I would still watch it now. I think you can watch some of it on YouTube. And The Young and the Restless. Together, they had 2 children, daughter Cammie and Clayton, and enjoyed a happy, fulfilling life. Love that. I find that very interesting. Okay. So let's just see if we've got any dates. Dottie Harmony. This is like we're learning here, guys. Trivia. Dottie Harmony at the Sahara Hotel, where she was one of the showgirls. So she was a showgirl at the Sahara Hotel in Las Vegas between 1956 and 1957. And it's ringing a bell, guys. I'm sure it was Joe Esposito was boasting about how Elvis brought a whole chorus line of showgirls up to his room and partied with some of the members of the Memphis Mafia. Do any of you know that story? I repeat. And they were late for their performance. Yes, I remember this. The Memphis Mafia were having a laugh in one of their interviews saying Elvis had brought the whole lineup of these dancers up to his room for a party and they were all late for their show. Is this true? Let me just get your comments. Oh, right. We're really Googling now. Dottie's birthday was on the 2nd. So February the 14th, 1933. Come on, Joy. You're on the Googling. No overview about these women anymore. No overview about these women anymore. I'm confused. Diane, what do you mean no overview about all these women anymore? So the story has their Paris trip. The story was from their Paris trip. Yes, see, Tracy remembers. How you going, Tracy? Louis, the subject on his girlfriend should keep us busy for a few weeks. We could look, I'm 57 years old. I'm hoping to live into my 90s with you guys because we're all on keto diet. We're all eating meat. And we're all going to live into our 90s and we will still be talking about this subject, Elvis's women, including you girls, because you girls are Elvis's women. Right, let's have a look. Yes, Joy, I know you're Googling it. You would have been a good secretary. Don't tell me you were a secretary. It was Bluebird. It was the Bluebell Trance Troupe. Tracy, you're Googling as well, I think. It was the Bluebell Trance Troupe at the Lido. They had a wild overnight party. Yes, and I remember watching that interview. Do it quietly, please. My beautiful son. Is that real, Gio? It's Gio. Gio's a footballer. He's 16 years old. Gio, say, no, he's not. He's 15. Gio, say Team Elvis. Team Elvis. Do I have to? Right, okay. Let's have a look. So, right, okay. I'm still carrying on. So that was interesting. I wasn't expecting us to find girlfriends that we had forgotten. And then we remember the stories from the fact that they were showgirls. Right, let's get another name. Pat Sheenan. Do any of you know Pat Sheehan? Pat Sheehan. Now, I'm going to admit to you guys now, I have no idea who she is. Do any of you want to quickly say before I Google it? Pat Sheehan. Dear Lord Joy, I thought it was Anita. Then it's hilarious. Yeah, isn't it? I thought it was Anita as well. I've been giving you lot fake information because I've been calling her Anita Wood for a month. That's terrible. I'm supposed to know what I'm talking about. Pat Sheehan. No, I've never heard that name. Do any of you know it? Right, so this, all right, okay. So this picture has come up. Do any of you know who that is? Pat Sheehan. Another picture. Yes, Linda, we're learning as we go. That's quite a saucy little picture. She's a beautiful girl. Quite saucy for the time. That was probably what, 1945 or something? Let's have a look. Pat Sheehan was a pin-up girl and she was an actress. Let's keep looking. They are. I want to see Elvis with her. I think I found. Is this a right up? Let's have a look. What's this say? So the youngest set came out in droves to last month's costumes. No. It says here, a gang of boys spent most of the time with Los Angeles showgirl Joy Wyman. Dolores Hart arrived at Sputnik. So Dolores Hart. Right, okay. That's not the one we're doing. We're doing Pat Sheenan. Right, I think what I'm going to have to do is put in the words Pat Sheenan with Elvis. Let's have a look. Pat Sheenan with, unless it was just a rumor. Do they mention, right, okay. No. It's not showing her. High school. The main woman is, right, let's look at the main woman in his life. So I'll quickly just scan a few names here. We've got Anne Helm, Judy Speckles, Alana Nash, Pat Sheenan. Right, let's have a look. The other woman that Elvis dated included Dottie Harmony and Pat Sheenan. Then it goes on. Then we know June Junico. Then we've got Julie Parrish. Then we have June Wilkinson, Christina Crawford, Do you remember any of these? Let's have a look. Peggy Lipton. I think I've heard of that one. Cassandra Peterson. Now, I wonder if I click on the names, it shows a picture. Now, Cassandra Peterson was known as Elvira. I wonder if I click on the name, it will show their face. Yes. This is Cassandra Peterson. Elvira, yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll just sort of, he dated a lot. I need to list the orientation. Okay, I know a lot of these are just rumor, but I still find it interesting. Right, I'm going to click on these names. Who is Buzz Carson? I'll just see if any pictures come up when I click on these names. Joan Crawford. No, isn't she from a different era? Nah, he wouldn't have dated her, would he? What do you think, guys? Peggy Lipton. So, do you think he dated Joan Crawford? Isn't that from a different generation? We're learning as we go. Christine Crawford. What do you think, guys? Yeah. Too old. So he might have gone on a few dates with Peggy Lipton. Okay. Do you think he dated... let's go back. June Wilkinson. Did I already do her? Right. They're not all coming up with pictures. Julie Parrish. Julie Parrish. Does that mean anything to anyone? Do you know anyone know who that is? Come on, we're learning as we go. Yvonne Lime. Oh no, there's no picture. We're just going to look at the ones with pictures, yeah? Anne Helm. Ooh. What do you think, guys? Anne Helm. Right. Is that all of them? Let's have a look. Judy Spreckles. No picture. No picture. Let's have a look. Okay. Alana Nash. No picture. Okay, right. I did, before I came on air today, I did get some video footage. I thought we'd go through that. Oh, yes, we are going to do Ann-Margret. Teresa, we're going to do Ann-Margret. Right. How are you, Teresa? Right. So I found a bit of footage. I did pause it where I wanted it to play. But of course, it's not working, but we will. Relationships with the few women.
Think about that, really. Or
that were sometimes referred to as the life, not to mention during.
Make a bet.
She loves me.
Would you like to make a bet?
Although Elvis married only once in his life, there were several intimate relationships both before and after that marriage, not to mention during. Relationships with the few women who were sometimes referred to as the lifers.
When we were together, in that 4.5-year period, as has been said before, that kind of encompassed 20 years of living a normal life with another human being.
In the back of my mind, I knew he was a married man. So I didn't think about that, really.
He had phobias and fears of getting women pregnant. And so, that would inhibit the lovemaking. I was told that I was going to a party.
And it turned out that there was no party. I was the party.
Am I in love? No. I thought I'd been in love, but I guess I wasn't. It just passed over. I guess I haven't met the girl yet, but I will, and I hope I won't be too long, because I get lonesome sometimes. I get lonesome right in the middle of a crowd, because I've got a feeling that with her, whoever she may be, I won't be lonesome no matter where I am.
I like that. Right, let me just go past the music, and then we will carry on. Right. So I will, I want to be nice to Teresa. Teresa, I'm going to do a section, a small interview section with Ann-Margret, because I know you love her. So I don't know I don't know what we're gonna find. I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna do what Joy does. I'm gonna Google it, and then we're gonna watch a bit of Ann-Margret. Is that okay, Joy? I've took your job. Ann-Margret interview. We want an interview of her when she was young. Yeah. Trace, I think yes. That is. Yeah, I know the girl that died from breast cancer. Wasn't that Sheila Ryan? Let's have a look. Okay.
We began with Ann-Margret, shied away from independent because part of you,
Let's
there's
have a look.
every instinct in you. Confidence to tell your story.
X was still doing Mr. S.
What is it?
It was extremely special. It was very strong. I really like that.
Let's find a good bit.
You had to then be there for him.
Oh, sure.
And that's the set. He is high, very high on that list.
Oh, exactly.
We need to find the right bit.
There is the.
John never had to come to my trailer.
No, let's find the. We need the Elvis bit.
Good evening, I'm Jim Whaley. Tonight on Cinema Showcase, actually on the set, is he comparable to the other directors you've worked with in terms?
Now I'm waiting.
No, Teresa, I'm doing this for you. I want to play you some Ann-Margret interview talking about Elvis. Right, so Ann-Margret. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put in Ann-Margret talks about Elvis. That should do it. That should do it, my friends.
We remained close friends after that, and I cherish the memory.
It's actually funny because it's one of my videos. This is one of my shorts I did a while ago. There's a bit of weird music in the background, but I'm going to play it anyway. When you look at all the videos and pictures, Ann-Margret and Elvis had the best chemistry. You could see it in their eyes. They always kept in regular contact with her, attending many shows. Yes, Judy Taylor, Tyler. It is right. Okay. Right. Let's just play this old. I've got a couple of videos that I did here a while ago.
We remained close friends after that, and I cherish the memory of that friendship. He was a good man. He was kind, very respectful.
I love this tiny little clip with Ann-Margret talking about Elvis Presley, but she just looks so sincere and so genuine. She truly did love Elvis Presley. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.
We remained close friends after that, and I cherish the memory of that.
I don't know who made that video, but he sounds very intelligent. He must be a right good-looking guy. Oh, what's his name? Louis. He knows what he's doing. Okay, what else did Louis make? Right. Oh, look, we've got another one there, guys.
We saw each other for about a year, and
You saw in each other something deep inside that you both had. And it's almost now as if you were trying to protect that.
oh yes,
What is it?
it was extremely special. It was very strong. Our relationship was very strong and very serious and very real. And he trusted me. And I do not want to betray his trust even in death.
What would be betraying his trust?
I knew him very, very well.
So if you pointed out weaknesses that you knew that would, because all of us have them, and if we have a love relationship, then we certainly know about them. If you do that, it would be a betrayal of him? to tell the truth about whether it's about the best of him?
There's been so much written that has been negative about him. I wanted to celebrate his life, the man that I knew. He was so gifted.
He sure was. Thank you, Tracy. Thanks for that information. I just noticed Deborah's not here. Is Deborah on? Because I know that Deborah doesn't like to miss the shows. Let's quickly just check that Deborah's... Are you on, Deborah? Right, okay. So I just want to welcome Yeet. Yeet2014 is our newest subscriber. Hi, Yeet. Welcome to our little family. Can you guys give Yeet a welcome? Yeet, just remind me what your name was. I've completely forgotten. All right, Deborah is here because I thought she might still be asleep. Okay, let's see if I've got any more of the Ann-Margret ones. Then I'm going to go back to some other ones. I like seeing these old videos that I made like a year ago. I think that's all of them. Let's have a look. Let's have a peek, see if any more come up. I think that's it. What's that one there? A sad reflection on the death of Elvis by Ann-Margret.
Flower arrangement from Elvis. He had not missed an opening in 10 years.
Right, I like that. Let's have a look.
When I opened at the Hilton on August 15th, 1977, there was no guitar-shaped flower arrangement from Elvis. He had not missed an opening in 10 years. I worried in the back of my mind that something was wrong, and I had to make some phone calls the next day. On the morning of August 16th, despite a do not disturb order at the switchboard, our phone rang and Roger answered. It was Shirley Dieu, Joyce. I started to cry. I was so distraught I could barely hold the phone, and Roger had to finish the call. Soon after, Joe himself called back. He told me that the funeral was taking place on the 18th, but said that he didn't expect us to be there. He said it's going to be a madhouse, you don't have to come. I knew that I had to go there and say goodbye. I knew deep in my heart that if I had been the first to go, Elvis would have been there for me. We flew to Memphis early the next morning. The entire city seemed in a state of mourning. Some 25,000 people had filed past Elvis's coffin the day before, and another 75,000 stood outside the gate about the time that Roger and I entered the house. The funeral took place in Graceland's living room. Elvis's father and I held each other for a long, long time. There was so much to say, to recount, but instead, we just kept holding each other and cried. Elvis is a part of me, of my happiness and my sorrow, and that will never go away. Elvis and I crossed paths at a time when we were both young, passionate, vulnerable, and idealistic. I treasure the time we were together, and I feel lucky and fulfilled that we were able to sustain such a long, loving friendship. It's rare to have such a friend as Elvis. Rare to have such a soulmate.
Wow. Wow. Oh, my God. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Oh, no. Oh. Don't worry, guys. We're going to just wrap the blanket of Elvis Presley around all of us and Team Elvis, and we will just feel Elvis's presence. Oh, God. Can you feel Elvis's blanket, guys? Oh, was not expecting that. Wow. Wow. That was so good. I need to put a like on that. I need to comment as well. Right. So the channel is, just so you know, Scotty's Elvis Presley's Music. Scotty's Elvis Presley's Music. Do any of you know that channel? Can you say my name in another live stream? Yeah, that's fine. It's fine, Yeet. How are you going, Yeet? Okay? God, I tell you what. All right, let me just, hi. Right, so Nicola's on. Hi, Nicola. Hi, Nicola. Right, let me just try and get Nicola to come on. We're live now. I wonder if I can send, I'll try and send Nicola. I wonder if I can get, so do you remember Nicola is the one that met Elvis in 1972? She was on our live stream yesterday. I wonder if let me just try something. Switch. So if I go to a different channel and I'll get let's see if we can get right, I copy the link and then I'll go back to Nicola. Let's have a look on the message. Right, I've just pasted her the link. Let's see if she's on the chat as well. Nicola, are you with us yet? Okay, let's help Nicola get on, yeah? She's on the Facebook. Go to chats. Right, here we go. Right, I've just sent her the link twice now. So we'll do one more thing because I want Nicola to get on because she did allow me to, I'll send her a personal message. She did allow me to play her video. Okay, right, let's have a look. Right, so she should come on now. That was quite upsetting, wasn't it, guys? That was like, woo, woo. Yeah, right. Ginger was the one who really lived how Elvis wanted. She married after he raised her son and stayed at home. Maybe by the time he reached his 40s, he had matured enough to have gotten over the idea of not marrying someone in show business. Okay, there's 29 of you on, guys. Normally, we are doing Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Remember, the name of this channel is Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. But tonight, we have decided to do, let's just look into the different girlfriends, some of the different girlfriends that Elvis had. Also, some of the girlfriends that we may have not know about. Like we've already found one, Dottie Harmony. I think that was her name. Most of us had forgotten about her. So we're just having a little look around. I have got some video footage as well. I was going to play you a little clip with Anita Wood because I know that you guys right, okay. Scott, okay. Right, I'm on your live. Okay. Shall I say? Right, okay. So someone's messaging me from the Facebook. Right, okay. That's sorry, Elvis Presley. Thank you for that. Elvis Presley's on. Right, let's keep looking. Yes, we're going to do a little, not just Anita, mind. We're going to do a few different names. Let's have a look. There's no kids at the moment, so I'm going to make the most of it, guys. Okay, let's get back to the Elvis channel. Mindy, okay, Teresa, we're going to find Mindy as well. Right, we'll do Anita next, then we might do Mindy after. Okay, let's have a look at the history. I need to find the video now because I've been scouting around. The video's disappeared. We will find it. Aha. Right.
Elvis Presley came up being needed.
Martindale and I would in Memphis at the time, and I was on a Top 10 Dance Party on WHPQ radio television in Memphis at the time, and it was a popular dance show that they had every Saturday afternoon. The teenagers would come and dance, and Wink Martindale and I would introduce the songs and the people and the children, the teenagers that were there. And he watched that show a lot. And one Saturday after the show, he had Lamar Fight call me on the phone, and he wanted to see me that night. You know that I'll always be. He had just made Loving You when I met him. And he had this shirt on, these black trousers. I think he had a motorcycle cap on, and he was very handsome. I mean, I have to say that Elvis was the most handsome man I've ever seen before or after. I've never seen anybody as handsome as he. He was just very good looking, you know. And then as I got to meet him and know him, he had a very good personality. Funny, pulling pranks and laughing. When they drove up in the Cadillac, that a big, long Cadillac, and Elvis was driving. So I got in the car and sat on my side of the seat because in those days, that's what you did. And so then Elvis started driving around, and after a while, he said, are you trying to knock that door out over there? And I said, no, so let's go door just a little bit. Not very far, but just a little bit. And we would go to his house many times, and we would watch TV, listen to music. He would invite the people up from down at the gate, which were a bunch of fans, crazy girls, you know. And here I was up here, his date, and these girls would just, man, they were falling all over him, wanting to sit in his lap and everything. I really did not like that because I was his date. I had a hard time with that. He was so secretive.
I love that. I really did not like that at all because I was his date. So I love it. I love her accent. Absolutely love her accent. Let's just keep going with it.
Back in those days. And he always said it was because of Colonel Tom Parker, you know. He didn't want us to take any pictures, and if I was ever with him and there was a picture made, I would look down or try to look away, you know, from the camera and not to appear to be too happy because he didn't want everybody to know our real relationship, you know, that we really cared for one another. He wanted to be more like, we're just girlfriend and boyfriend, and we're just dating. And then he would always come to me and say, but little, you know, that's not really true. You're just the only one for me. You know, these are just publicity stunts. It doesn't mean anything. You're the only one I care anything about. And he had a way that he could convince you that's true. I'm telling you. On the grounds at Graceland.
So she makes me laugh because guys, she's one of my favorite. Anita Wood, she's definitely one of my favorite. I love her accent, but she was beautiful. She was stunning, famous in her own right. She presented a pop show, didn't she? I always thought she was the one that turned down the Paramount movie contract. So I'm confused now because of Dottie. I'm a bit, was it Anita Wood? Was it Dottie? Who have the movie contract from Paramount? So that's a bit confusing. But I think how can I say it? Elvis couldn't have done worse than marrying Anita Wood. I really mean that. She was decent. She truly loved him. She was with him for quite a few years. She knew him very early on when he became famous, I think around 57, yeah. And she stuck it out with him until he goes into the army, does his basic training, and then obviously goes to Germany and meets Priscilla briefly. He only knew Priscilla for a few months. I do think that was the beginning of the end of them, isn't it? I think there's a possibility that if Elvis didn't meet Priscilla, that he may have stayed with Anita Wood for longer. Right, let's have a look at your messages. So Tracy was talking about, let's have a look. Is it someone Hearn? I just noticed a message earlier. I think it's gone past. Let me just scroll back a bit. Yeah, we love Anita Wood. She's brilliant. Yeah, Barbara Hearn. Barbara Hearn. Let's see who Barbara Hearn is. One of my favorite is June Junico. I think she's absolutely stunning. Barbara Hearn is a woman that dated Elvis on and off through the 1950s and 60s. Okay. Let's just see if we can get a picture of her. Is that her, guys? Is that Barbara Hearn? Because I don't know who Barbara Hearn is. Let me just scroll your messages down. Honestly, I don't know who Barbara Hearn is. Is that her there? Is that her there? This is quite a famous picture, isn't it? Oh, thanks, Yeet. That's very nice of you to say. So we're just having a mess about night tonight. We're just sort of playing different bits and bobs. We're not allowed to play music, unfortunately, because we don't have copyright to play music. There are some copyright-free songs, right? It's funny that. I just want to do an experiment, guys. I'm going to put in copyright-free Elvis music and see if anything comes right, and see if we can play a bit of a song. Copyright-free Elvis music. Let's have a look. Let's see what comes up. Well, that's not Elvis music. No. Let's have a look at this. Right, I think it's not Elvis singing, but it means I can just show this old rare footage. Are we ready, guys? And I think that footage, I think isn't that the earliest known footage of Elvis that has ever been found, color footage. I think. Right, I'm just trying to see if there's any, if we can, it would be nice to just play the odd song now and then if it's copyright free. I think the one we just played was. Let's have a look. Maybe not. I'd like to look into that. I bet there are certain songs I could play if they're not that well known. I know what we'll do. We'll type in 1950s Elvis music, and we'll see if one of the really old, a track that comes up that is not well known. I know we're going a bit off subject now, but I'm just interested to. Let's have a look.
I can't let you go. Don't tell me no. I need your love tonight.
I think, I'm probably taking a bit of a chance. Let's go back to the girlfriends. Shh. We've just there must be copyright music that I can play, copyright free music. If it's the very raw original 1950s. Right, okay. We're doing the girlfriends. Girlfriends, come on. Right. Let's have a look. Your videos. We want the girlfriends. Come on, where are they? Here we go.
They would have Roman candle fights in the backyard that were just scary as everything at each other. I mean, they had no fear. Elvis included, right in the middle of them. Oh, man. And we sat and watched this, fighting with each other, at each other, you know, with these Roman candles, right at each other. Man. Sometimes we would get on a motorcycle, just Elvis and I, and ride through Memphis. These are things we did here. And then when he went to New Orleans for King Crow, you know, he would always invite me down there for a spell, and in California for a spell.
Right, let's go to a different. Let's go.
He just loved Memphis better. He liked being in place, wanted his family and his friends around him. He felt a stranger or things that went on in town. But even in California, we did a lot of driving around. It was wild. He thought, as I thought, that things that went on out there were things that went on in hell. I mean, really, it was just the wildest place we'd ever seen. He wanted his family and his friends around him. He felt a stranger. He just loved Memphis better. He liked being in Graceland.
1957 was a pivotal year for Elvis Presley. In April, All Shook Up reached #1 on Billboard's Top 100 chart. In October, Jailhouse Rock premiered in Memphis to a sold-out crowd. And in December, Elvis received his draft notice from the United States Army. It was a change that would jeopardize his career and affect his life forever. No one took that news harder than Elvis's mother, Gladys.
I remember them getting the notice, and I remember his mother's reaction. She was devastated, scared, sad. Many weekends when Elvis would have time away from Fort Hood, we would drive over to Eddie Fidel's house in Waco, Texas. And they were so nice, and they just loved Elvis, and they just had a room there that they dedicated to him, and that he could go and just do anything he wanted to do. I remember one time we went there, and they had a birthday cake. I think it might have been my birthday. It was in May. And they sang the song, and I got him to dance with me. You know, he didn't like to dance. But he was singing that song, Happy Birthday, Baby, Happy Birthday. They would always fix good food for us to eat and things that Elvis liked. It was just a place to get away from the Army.
During his 5th month in the Army, Elvis learned that his mother had died. It was a shock that would echo loudly throughout his life. The first woman he ever truly...
I don't know if I can handle the... you know me, guys, I get emotional, so I want to skip that bit. Even I want to do about Gladys. I love Gladys. I love the closeness that Elvis had with Gladys, but I want to keep it upbeat. We're going to do Gladys on another day. You know I'm a wimp, guys. Right, let's find what we want is this. I mean, I love Anita Wood. She gets a 10 from me. She gets a 10 from me. Right, let's have a little. Okay, this is going to be an interesting one. Right, you ready, guys?
Land for good. Sensing his heartache, George Klein, one of Elvis's closest friends, introduced the new bachelor to Linda Thompson, the reigning Miss Tennessee.
I met Elvis July 6th, 1972, not to be too specific. It was after midnight. He used to lease out the Memphian Theater when the theater would close because he was Elvis and he couldn't go into a normal theater. So he would lease out the theater and run movies all night. Elvis did not ask to sit next to me, nor did he ask me to come and sit next to him. George Klein had sat next to me in the theater, and George got up to go get popcorn, I thought, but when he came back, it wasn't George Klein anymore, it was Elvis. So Elvis came and plopped down next to me and, started doing the old stretch, yawn thing, put the arm around me. And I was under the assumption that he was still married, so I was very unfriendly. And he finally said, honey, I'm not married anymore, don't you? And I said, no, I didn't know that.
She had this offbeat comedy about her. She had a great sense of humor, and I think that's what really Elvis liked. And Elvis liked the fact that she was attractive and that she was a local girl. She was a Memphis girl, and he liked that.
We really knew each other right away. The moment I met him, it's like, okay, I've known this person for a long time because I was raised the same way he was. And so we shared a real tight bond right away. Linda Thompson was kind of a professional beauty queen. She was gorgeous. She was blonde. She was dazzling. She also had a great sense of humor. Elvis really liked women who laughed a lot. And she was also kind of a take-charge woman. And it's funny, Elvis really couldn't accept that in Priscilla, but he was willing to accept it in Linda Thompson.
Linda Thompson was a wonderful human being. She was really there for Elvis when he needed her after the breakup with Priscilla. She was great. Elvis and Priscilla finalized their separation by divorcing in 1973, nearly a year after Elvis learned of Priscilla's affair with her karate teacher, Mike Stone.
He had been deeply, deeply hurt by what he perceived as Priscilla's betrayal of him, and having another man involved was all the more painful. It would have been one thing if she had said, I don't like your lifestyle, but having another man involved was tremendously destructive to his ego and to his perception of relationships and marriage. And I think that the next person who comes in typically suffers the consequences of the prior person's actions.
Elvis loved Priscilla very much at one.
Right. Okay. So we've done Linda. Come on, we're doing good. We've done Linda. We've done Anita Wood. We've done other people that I hadn't even heard of. Let's have a look. Oh, let's do. Should we do Sheila Ryan? Right. Right. Are we ready, guys? Let's just quickly welcome anyone that's jumped in. I saw Lorna has just arrived. Vibex. Hi, Vibex. Let's have a look. Natalie, I think right. Maria. Hi, Maria. Maria, I agree. He didn't get over losing his mother. Let's just see, make sure I haven't missed anyone. I think that's everyone. Let's keep going with Sheila Ryan. Just if anyone that's new, that's come on in now, we're doing Elvis's girlfriends at the moment.
We are very close. If you look at them, looks wise in appearance and had a great personality. Very quiet at first, so you got to know her.
It was kind of an out-of-body experience to begin with. What, Elvis? Hello, It was a strange thing. I mean, how do you end up dating Elvis? I mean, it's so surreal. So the fact that there's another girl, what am I going to complain? Coming from where I came, no, I didn't. Now, Linda, on the other hand, she did plenty of complaining. She was a Miss America or a Miss Tennessee or whatever, and she had parents that nurtured her, and so she had a sense of herself, whereas I was just a little bit of a free spirit and not too demanding.
Sheila Ryan? Oh, she was so sweet. She was very beautiful. They went together for a short period of time. Elvis liked her.
When he would meet a girl, there was, there was a consensus among the guys that worked for him. I think they did like a score from 1 to 10, and I rated high.
They both knew at a certain point it was not going to go any deeper than it did. But he treated her very nicely. And I know she really got a great kick out of him, and she appreciated who he was very much.
Well, and it was like stepping up the girlfriend ladder. It was prestigious in that world, in Elvis's world, and yeah, you want to be number one. You want to be the number one girl, and I was almost there.
I don't think Linda.
I mean, she's a beauty. Sheila Ryan, she's a beauty. I will say that from a man's point of view. But so was Linda Thompson and Anita Wood. I don't know which one I'm going to choose, guys. It's going to be tough. So, oh yeah, we did forget to say Yeet. Skylar is on with us as well, and of course Elvis Presley is on with us as well. Right, I'm just doing a live. You okay? I'm sort of finishing up in a minute. You all right? Say hello, be nice. Yeah, there's a bit left. Let's have a look. Linda's relationship with him opened a lot of doors for her in Hollywood, where she broke up. She wanted to be an actor. So, Natalie, you choose Linda. I don't know, Sheila Ryan, though. Pretty good-looking girl. Let's see if we can find another one. Come on, guys. We're not going to give up yet. Who can we find on our little... Oh, there we are. This is one for Teresa. Right, Teresa, this is for you. I think Memphis Mafia said he would only date someone for 5 years. Right, are we ready? This is for Teresa. She requested this about 10 minutes ago.
I drove to his home in Bel Air, and I was late. I was told that I was going to a party, and it turned out that there was no party. I was the party. So I remember all of a sudden this large figure to my right sort of appeared in the doorway, and it's Elvis, and he's standing there, larger than life. And I said, well, honey, sorry I'm late, but so are you. And I don't know why that hit me, but I just cracked up. And I don't know, he was just so funny right away. I liked him immediately. He was the kind of man, I think, who really cared in his heart.
I don't feel that I finally came to terms with it, and
I forgot, too, he'd offered to buy me, it was a new car and a new wardrobe in week one. And I don't think that happened with every girl. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that it didn't. Oh, and I forgot, too, he had offered to buy me a car that night, which was amazing.
I finally came to terms with it and understood that, he is Elvis. He is sequestered in this little tight-knit group of people. He never sees people from the outside. He's with me all the time. He's got to get a little restless and bored.
He said, here's $5,000, and I want you to take care of everything you need to take care of, and you're going to be here. And he goes, you're going to go on tour. And he says, I won't be seeing you every day and all that because I'm gone and I'm here and I'm there and you're in LA. He said, but I will see you. And I said, well, you understand that I'm here now for you. I said, I'm staying here for you. But at the same time, I understood I'm not going to just like move in or something. And, I'm sure at the time he was still seeing other girls because that was Elvis.
There's a part of him that was very sincere and loved me as he loved no other. But he did love other people, too.
When a girlfriend was asked to stay at Graceland, it was an indication that Elvis wanted the relationship to go further.
I don't know if that was her doing. We didn't talk a lot about that. I didn't talk a lot about Linda at all. What happened with them. It wasn't a conversation that happened. I just did what I was told, and when he requested I be there, I was there. I remember we had gone to great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Shirley Dew has passed away. I'm pretty sure. Right, let's have a look. Who else have we got here? Who's this? Right, here we go. Here's a different one.
Things at Graceland. More at Graceland than anywhere else. We're supposed to think we're the only ones, until you learn, well, you're not the only one.
Well, I learned very early in the game because one of the girlfriends did ask me, and I wasn't sure how to deal with it, and I said something about another woman, and she went back to Elvis, and Elvis took me in his room. He said, deny everything. That was his thing. Deny it. He said, don't ever talk to the girls about other women because they will pump you to death.
We were good at keeping women from running into each other. We were very well organized.
His bodyguards called, and they would sit with him, and then sometimes...
Outlining.
I came to realize I didn't ended their own way of remembering him. So he's not going to be the same with every single person. My relationship with Elvis ended kind of slowly. As I grew up, as I matured, as I became wiser to the ways of the world and to the ways of his world, particularly, I came to realize I didn't want to live that way for the rest of my life. I didn't want to have a child with someone who slept all day and was awake at night like a vampire's existence. It became depressing to me. He was also self-destructive.
In 1976, November, they parted ways. Elvis said, "Look, I know that I'm not in love with Linda. I love her. She's a great person. But I know it's not going to go anywhere else. I know what she wants, and I know she wants marriage. It's not going to happen."
The last time I saw him alive, I left him in San Francisco. Tried as it may sound, left my heart in San Francisco, but it's true. He was about to play the Cow Palace, and he had brought in Ginger Alden, the girl that he would date after I left. And he had begun to date her already, and I knew she was there because I wasn't stupid. And he was saying goodbye to me, and I was going back to Memphis, and he said, "Now, honey, no matter what you ever hear, no matter what anybody ever tells you, there is nobody but you in my life and in my heart, and I love you and nobody else."
I think it got to a point like anything,
Okay, right, let's straighten something out. I can see the mix-up here. So Shirley Dew is still alive, and Sheila Ryan is the one that passed away. Is that right? I want to get it right because I don't want to say anyone's dead that's not dead. So Shirley Dew, right. Ooh. Right, let me just... let's get Shirley Dew up first. Remember, we're all learning as we go. Let's have a look. Yeah. All right. So Shirley Dew is the girl. Got you. Right. I know who Shirley Dew is now. She was Joe Esposito's wife, and she went on holiday with Elvis in Miami, didn't she? On his last holiday. Is that right? And Sheila Ryan is the one that died. She became very unwell, didn't she? Was it some form of cancer? Yeah, so that sort of clears that up a little bit. Yes, we need to get our facts right, don't we, guys? We're learning as we go. So Joyce Bover's book is really good. Right, let's see if that comes up, yeah? This book here. I don't really know anything about Joyce Bover, I'll be honest with you. Don't know much about it. Well, let's just read a few of your comments. I'm going to sort of wind it down now. Well, that's interesting, but the truth is we need to do a whole nother show to go through all the girlfriends. And when it's hard to sort of, because it's pretty obvious Elvis could more or less choose any girl he wanted, couldn't he? I think we all agree with that, don't we? So I get the feeling that Elvis got bored. After, once the marriage was done and dusted and he moved on, at some point he's with Linda Thompson as his main girlfriend after the marriage. He obviously liked something about her a lot, because I think he must have loved her, because he was with her on and off for 4.5 years. She definitely loved him. I can tell that from the interviews. But I just think Elvis, I didn't know Elvis, but I think he got bored, guys. He got bored, and when he got bored, his eyes would wander. I think it does seem like the Memphis Mafia were involved in scouting out the different girls. You know, the Linda Thompson relationship, you can watch it on the made-for-TV movie that's on YouTube that's called Elvis Presley and the Beauty Queen. That's on YouTube. It's actually quite good. It's got Don Johnson playing Elvis, but I actually quite like it. It's quite a good film. Now, it's a bit odd seeing Don Johnson as Elvis, but it's still a good film. It's not very good quality, but if you guys want to watch a good watch with a cup of tea and some biscuits, go and watch Elvis Presley and the Beauty Queen on YouTube. It's like what, and the girl that plays Linda Thompson is excellent. How many of you guys have watched that film? I really like it. Anyway, anyone watching now, please subscribe. I'm going to go now, guys. I'm really tired. I woke up at like 5:45 a.m. British time. So it's time to go to TV. Thanks to everyone. I'm going to try and say your names. We've got Skylar has been on. We've got Elvis Presley, which is Heaven. Teresa, Linda, Natalie, Stacy, Cheryl, Maria, Tracy. Let's keep going. There's nearly 40 of you watching. Please subscribe, guys. If you want to be a member, click the member button. I'll be back on in the morning. We've got CKC Design. We've got Chilling in Canada. Rosalind. I think Linda was on, wasn't she? Yep, Linda. I think I've got all the names right. So, yep, that's everyone. So thanks, guys. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes, more or less. So we've had a nice live stream tonight. I was a bit more awake tonight. Last night I was like, ugh. Tonight I got a bit more go in me. We're going to pick a new topic tomorrow. I was thinking of going through some of Elvis's childhood and the different homes that he lived in Tupelo and Memphis. And he moved quite a few times. I was thinking of doing that tomorrow. Thanks, guys. You're the best. Team Elvis, thank you so much. We'll do some more phone lives tomorrow. And I think we've done 4 lives today. 4 lives. So it's been great with you guys. You always make me happy. And I always look forward to doing my lives with you. You're the best company. You are the best company. So thank you, Team Elvis. You've been great. I'll be back in the morning. We're going to do 3 or 4 lives tomorrow. And if you're going to sleep, sweet dreams. If you're in a different country and it's daytime, have a great day. Oh, thank you, Diana. Thanks to everyone. And don't forget, we can carry on chatting on Facebook. I better say the Facebook page is called Defending Elvis Presley, Louis Daily Live Streams. So Defending Elvis Presley, Louis Daily Live Streams on Facebook. So if you want to carry on chatting, I'm answering messages. This is why we've got the Facebook channel, so that when we come off air, we can jump onto Facebook, have a little chat. If you want to post any videos or footage or information on the Facebook, it's great because it means I get to do some more research and I learn more. Okay. That's it, guys. You carry on chatting. I'm going to end the stream. I'm pleased that the laptop's working anyway. I'm going to end the stream and I'll carry on reading your comments. So thanks, guys. Have a great time. Take care, guys.